everybody. Chris Beatty from Growertalks magazine here at the 2014 California Pack Trials, Spring Trials, whatever. And I'm here at Pacific Plug and Liner looking at all the different companies. And one group of companies are the sort of the former Agrexco companies, Gialdetti Cohen and Hishtil. And they're all exhibiting right here. And Ellen Wells, my partner in crime, is already checking out some of the new varieties here from Jaldety. What do we got here, Ellen?
Well, let's start on the Gazania. This is Gazebra Red. You might have seen this last year. It was experimental last year. The thing that stands out about this is the variegated foliage. Pretty cool. And look at the size of that flower.
That's really as big as our doubloon if we had our doubloon exactly. To go on there. Gazebra, I like the name, Gazebra, for the variegated stripe pattern. Clever.
And then over here, this is an ice plant, Delosperma hot.
It's a very nice plant.
It's an ice
plant.
Yeah, ice, yes. And not to be confused with Lampranthus. This is Lampranthus pink. Huge flowers compared to ice plant.
All right, well, let's go next door and look at some Cohen annuals. How about that? Ellen, I heard tell from another company that there were some really unusual petunia colors here at PP&L at the Cohen display, and here is a really good example. This one is called Petunia Boom Vein Spotted Yellow. Now, as a marketer type, I don't know if I go with that whole vein spotted yellow as a real attractive idea to the consumer, but that flower is just about as unusual as you're going to get. I'd be real curious to see what a good designer would do with that in a mixed combo. These are, by the way, ball exclusives from Endish breeding. Now, this one I can really get into a little bit more. Vein red and yellow. That is a pretty flower. Not that this other one, this vein spotted yellow, wouldn't work in a unique high-end combo, but that's at least much more colorful. So that's some boom petunias. Now, down here we've got something. We've seen some strange interspecific or intergeneric crosses out here at Spring Trials. And here's another example, a Torellus, which is a cross between, well, what is it, Ellen?
And Mimulus.
Torrenia and Mimulus cross. Is that possible? Is it legal? We have to ask that.
Is it legal?
But here it is, supposedly, and what they say is you have a Torrenia plant, and to me it does look a little bit like a Torrenia, with a Mimulus flower on it, and I see 4 different colors back here. We've got
the orange red.
Orange red, dark yellow, cream, and a punch rose back there that's very vivid. Now, what
else do we have?
Scaevola in yellow, right up here. This is a Euphoria series, and this is a yellow one, and it's actually a pretty nice yellow. I'm not going to bring it down because it's hooked up with a chain, but I think you can get an idea of those kind of creamy yellow flowers going on. And then we actually have some more petunias that I wanted to talk about here. The Happy Magic petunias. Where did they go? Oh, here they are, because they've got the black ones in here. They've got a line of black petunias. You're looking at one there. That's called Black Star. But swing back to one plant, and that's Dark Caramel Star.
Oh, this one, yes.
Dark Caramel Star. It's another one of these. Wow, maybe it's a love it or hate it variety. Very dusky, very dark. It's like the gloaming twilight. It's dark, but I bet the right designer with the right combination of colors could really do something cool with that.
Beautiful.
So that's and there's some more interesting colors as we go down the bench. That yellow one is very vivid. That one's called Giant Dijon. How about that? The first ever mustard colored.
Oh, hey.
Dijon. How do you like that? So, kind of a big plant. Giant flowers. Lodges open a bit. And then right next to it, this is Yellow Raspberry Star and Vanilla Raspberry Star. So there's some really crazy petunia breeding going on here. Now, let's head on down the way and see what else we can find from this group of companies. And from unusual petunias, let's go to some unusual herbs and perennials.
Let's do that.
Courtesy Hishtil. And this is kind of fun. You know, it's nice to go back to just like old species types of plants, not lots of hybridization or crazy crosses. This is a species viola called Heteracea, and it's very vigorous, Great for a basket or ground cover. Lovely little flower sticking up on it. What I love is the two-tone foliage. It practically looks like two different plants in here. It makes me think, was it named for like a hedera helix? You know, it's kind of an ivy-looking viola. So that's available,
cool.
and it's clean. They cleaned it up, keep the diseases out of it. And then they do lots of herbs, and we've got some mints.
Right.
You're the culinary expert there. Ellen, tell us about this one.
Well,
Peperino.
this is an upright version of this one over here to the right.
Just a good standard peppermint, right?
Exactly. Just a selection from that.
And of course it's going to be... Smell that? Mm-hmm. Nice. Very nice.
And over here, I like these.
Two more mints.
Let's go for the strawberry one first. And yes, you know, it does actually smell like strawberry. So,
and yet earlier we looked at a strawberry that tasted like a pineapple.
Exactly. Now we have a mint.
The world is going crazy when it comes to mints that are strawberries that are pineapples, and mimulus that are perennials.
I would use that in a mojito. Right?
Oh, a strawberry mint mojito.
Definitely. And then this is a Thai mint, and I think that's because it looks like a Thai basil. Got that nice purple color. Both of these, put them in a cocktail gardening display somewhere in your garden center. That's pretty cool.
And I discovered something I've never heard of before.
What's that?
Chlorophytum comosum.
I have never heard of that, Chris.
Yeah, you know, it sort of looks like a spider plant though to me. But isn't that cool? Here we are, all the cutting edge new varieties. They haven't forgotten the classics. And I tell you what, a macrame hanger, a little bit of driftwood, and I believe the 70s would be here again. And in fact, there's our ride right there. I say we jump in and head on back in the time machine. All right, I lost her. Anyway, that's Chris and Ellen from the 2014 California Spring Trials. We will see you up the coast.